It's been a while since I've made a video. The reason for that is because I feel like Riftbound doesn't really like need me anymore. I know that's kind of like weird to say, but I don't feel the drive to talk about Riftbound. I still love Riftbound. I play it every day. I talk about it every day. But there's like bigger, passionate voices about the game than me. So I don't really feel the need to contribute to the conversation over there. But what I do feel the need to contribute to right now is a very exciting announcement that there's a Naruto trading card game coming. And surprisingly, it's not from Bandai. It's from an Italian toy company. And the game rules are really exciting to me. It's very similar to, say, something like Marvel Snap, but in a physical environment. So in this video, I'm going to go over everything we know about the game. On screen right now, I'm going to have not timestamps, but kind of like sections of the video that we're going to discuss. And then those are going to be timestamped in the description if you kind of want to bounce around. But honestly, the video is going to be a little bit scrambled because there's a lot of information that's kind of all over the place right now. One thing I will say before we jump into things is we've already created a Discord, me and Clark. You might know Clark from the Riftbound community server, or if you're all the way back from DC Dual Force days, you'll know them as Mage Armor. We're both going to be running the Naruto Mythos trading card game community Discord server, as I've done with other games in the past that I'm passionate about. So come join us and check out the game. And also, if you're curious, yes, I'm working on a tabletop simulator mod as I did for Riftbound with the limited cards that we have available so far, and I'll continue to expand it as we get more card reveals. Yeah, so let's take a look at what's officially announced, and then I'll go into kind of some of the more nitty-gritty. So, first of all, the game is called Naruto Mythos TCG. So that means that we're going to be going all throughout the Naruto Mythos. It's not just going to be, well, it looks like set 1 is entirely kind of the first part of Naruto. They're not doing like any Shippuden characters, or they're not doing any Boruto characters. They're just sticking to kind of the early stages of Naruto. We do see Itachi, so it looks like we're getting into kind of the later parts of like Naruto Part 1, but still staying within Naruto Part 1. Unleash your secret power coming soon. Now we have more details than just coming soon. We'll go over when to expect this game very shortly, but for now they're saying on this page publicly is coming soon. Every legend has a beginning, and this one begins in Konoha. Team 7 is ready. The first missions are about to begin. Challenge Zabuza, Master Chakra, and reveal your hidden ninjas. We know a lot about the mechanics of this game as well, so we'll talk about that shortly. Konoha Shido is the first official chapter of Naruto Mythos TCG. This expansion lays the foundations for the myth. Allies form, rivals emerge, and legends begin to take shape. Secrets: the first cards have been revealed. Discover combos, clans, rarities, hidden secrets of the world of Naruto like you've never seen them before. Playable, collectible, strategic. We can see the very first card, a common holo, Hirazan Sarutobi. The Professor costs 3 chakra, has 3 power, has the keyword Hokage, and the group Hidden Leaf, or Leaf Village I should say. Power up 2, another friendly Leaf Village character. We'll talk about what all of this means when we get into the card section, but for now, we're just kind of going over all of the information. We can see there's more cards here. We'll go over these very shortly, and then reveal coming soon. There on the news tab, they just have their kind of announcement, mission accomplished, the heart of it, whatever, and then we click on this, and there is a article. We'll quickly go over this article. How mission cards work in Naruto Mythos. Mission cards are central to every match in Naruto Mythos card game, or trading card game. Each game unfolds over 4 rounds with a new mission appearing at the start of each round. These missions are ranked in ascending order, DCBA, and award mission points to the player who wins them. Each mission includes mission points, a base value, plus an additional points based on the mission's rank, special effects, unique conditions. So basically, the short version of this, if you don't want to read all of this, is that mission cards function very similar to locations in Marvel Snap, or even battlefields in Riftbound. They're going to be revealed once per turn, which is a bit different than, say, something like Riftbound, and they are part of your deck building process, which we'll go over later. So yeah, this article is just all about mission cards. I don't really feel the need to go over it because we're gonna talk about it all here in a second. The card gallery doesn't have too much to offer right now. It's just 4 cards. You'll see that there's kind of 2 versions of every card because every common is going to have this kind of full art, like borderless holo treatment, just like a rarer version of the card that you can pull from pack. There's also these gold cards. We'll talk about those here in a second as well. Let's focus in on Sakura because we can learn a lot about the way the game works just by looking at Sakura. So your cards have a cost associated with them. In this case, it's called chakra. You have a power associated with them. You can see the power is in the top right, cost is in the top left, just below the nameplate. And then you'll see the keyword of the card on the left. You can kind of think of these both as tribes or keywords or whatever. And then she has main if there's another Team 7 character, so another character with the group, with the keyword Team 7 in this mission. So basically at this battlefield or at this location, if you're thinking of it as Marvel Snap or Riftbound terms, draw a card. So main is just their keyword for like, if you play Marvel Snap, it would be on reveal, but really the best way to think about it is when you play this card, do this thing. So when you play Sakura, if there is another Team 7 character at this battlefield or at this mission or however you want to think about it, draw a card. Now, we do have one more card that's not on the database that I want to talk about, and that's Sakura Medical Ninja. Sakura Medical Ninja is a 4-cost 3 power card, and she has main. Choose one of your Leaf Village characters in your discard pile and play it anywhere, paying its cost, but then she has upgrade main. So this introduces the upgrade mechanic. Now, the way the upgrade mechanic works is if you want to play an upgraded card, or if you want to upgrade this Sakura, it needs to be a card of the same name. So in this case, Sakura Haruno. So to play this Sakura Haruno, we have to play it on top of this Sakura Haruno, and we only pay the difference in cost. So in this case, to play Sakura Haruno on top of, or Sakura Haruno Medical Ninja on top of Sakura Haruno Academy Genin, we would only need to pay 2 because her base cost is 2, and then the upgraded version is 4. So the difference here is 2. So we would play Sakura Haruno on top of this Sakura Haruno, and we would only count the power cost when calculating for power. You would only calculate the upgraded version because this version's kind of like not in play anymore. And then so basically what the effect is saying is when you play this card, play a Leaf Village card from your discard pile anywhere. But if you're upgrading an existing Sakura Haruno to do this, you pay 2 less for the card that you're summoning. Now you might be wondering how I even know a lot of this information, like related to the keywords and how they work. Well, if you go to the bottom right of their website, they have an Ask to Sensei button, and you might be wondering what that is. It's actually a ChatGPT. I'm not very familiar with the AI stuff, so I don't know if like model is the correct term. But they've basically given the rulebook of the game to a ChatGPT link, and if you ask questions to this, it will give you answers about the game. You can learn a lot. In fact, we've even extracted the full card list, or I guess what I should say is a version of the full card list. If you ask that ChatGPT model for the full card list, they'll give you something that looks like this. There are some discrepancies with this, so I'm not taking this at full value, but it's definitely got access to this information, so I don't know. The only discrepancy that I'm able to spot is if you go to some of the product information, which we'll talk about here shortly. One of the products that's going to be releasing is an Itachi and Kisame pack. And without enhancing too much, Kisame says exhaust a character. But if we go to this database and we type in Kisame, none of the Kisame cards have this wording. We know that there's a Kisame card that isn't on this list. That might just be the case that it's not considered as a part of the first set. But basically, I'm not trying to do too much of a big deep dive on this database until we have official reveals, because the information that the ChatGPT thing has access to could just be outdated data, like an old database of theirs or something. Okay, let's go over all of the rules for the game. This was all learned through the Sensei chat model thing that they gave us. The game lasts 4 rounds. You and your opponent compete by sending ninja characters to missions or on missions. And at the end of the 4th round, the player with the most mission points wins. If it's a tie, the player holding the edge token wins. Each player builds a 30-card character deck with a maximum of 2 copies of the same version of a character. So just because you can only have 2 copies of Sakura Haruno Academy Genin doesn't mean you can't have any copies of Sakura Medical Ninja. You can have 2 copies of Academy Genin and 2 copies of Medical Ninja, and it's perfectly fine because it's not checking the name, it's checking like the total of everything. Like it has to be exactly that card. Each player also selects 3 mission cards kept separate from their main deck, which will feel very familiar to you if you've been playing Riftbound. Before the match, shuffle your 3 missions, randomly select 2, and then mix them with your opponent's 2. This makes a mission deck of 4 cards, 1 per round, and both players draw 5 to start. So our opening hand size is 5. One thing that's kind of interesting about the mission deck so far is because it's going to be a combination of both you and your opponent's cards, it's going to be weird sleeving these cards, right? You know, if I have green sleeves and my opponent has purple sleeves, it's kind of hard to randomize the order of these. So randomizing the order of which these are revealed might have to be done differently than shuffling in person. Here's the round structure. Each round follows 4 phases. Start phase, draw the next mission card and place it face up. Gain 5 chakra plus 1 per character you already control. So it's encouraging you to kind of play out your hand. And then draw 2 cards. So we draw 2 per turn. Players take turns assigning ninjas to missions. Play a ninja face up, paying its chakra cost. Or play it face down as hidden, costs only 1 chakra with no effects yet. Or reveal a hidden ninja, pay the full cost and activate its effect. I'm not sure why you would want to hide, I mean, obviously there's going to be reasons, but I'm not sure why you would want to hide a ninja as opposed to just like playing it face up. The first player to pass gains the edge token. The edge token decides ties and goes first next round. So should feel pretty similar if you've played something like Altered TCG had a similar thing. Mission evaluation phase, compare the total power on each mission and winner gains the mission points base plus bonuses depending on the rank and activate the score effects of anything relevant at the time. And you must have at least 1 power to claim a mission. So if someone had like negative power at a mission and you had 0 power at a mission, you wouldn't get to claim it, I don't think, based on the way that this is described. And then end phase, discard leftover chakra and power tokens. If it's not the 4th round, start a new round. And on screen this whole time, I would have given you this graphic, which kind of displays like the game layout. It's pretty straightforward, really. Play units to missions, have more power than your opponent does. Should feel very similar to Marvel Snap, which I'm super excited about. We're going to go over some terminology, keywords, and stuff like that. So we have main. Main effects just trigger when you play a card face up. Upgrade are effects that trigger when you play the character as an upgrade over another version of the same name. So we went over the example with Sakura earlier in this video. Ambush, these are effects that only trigger when you reveal a card from hidden, meaning it was face down and then was revealed face up. So that's a reason you would want to, earlier when we first discussed that concept, I asked why you would want to do that. Here's an example of why you might want to do that with the ambush keyword. Score. These are effects that only happen when you win a mission with that character present. Chakra plus X. This character provides X additional chakra points during the start phase. So this is going to be some type of ramp mechanic. And then power up X, where we place X power tokens on a character. If not specified, the target is the same character that triggered the effect. So if it said power X and then doesn't specify, hey, put it on Leaf Village Ninja, it would mean put it on the card that has that text. And here's some other important game terms. We have hidden. Any character placed face down costs only 1 chakra to play and has 0 power until revealed. Non-hidden. Any character cards placed face up. Defeat. The character is discarded to its owner's discard pile. Hide means playing a card face down or hidden. Move. Relocate a character to another mission following the effects instructed. Take control, temporary take control of the character. If it leaves play, it returns to the original owner. Edge, token held by the first player who passes in the action phase. Player with the edge token decides ties and starts next round. Power tokens, +1 power, often gained through power up. And upgrade effects applies only when stacking a stronger version of the same ninja. So now let's get into some product information, including release dates, which is crazy. So, we have a boosted box display for Konoha Shido. This is a sealed display containing 24 booster packs, 10 cards in each to expand your collection. Every display guarantees 1 secret rare. Every case, 12 boxes, includes 1 gold rare made with genuine 22 karat gold, which is crazy. Each pack contains 1 mission card, 4 common cards, 3 uncommon cards, 1 rare, secret, or legendary card, and 1 holo variant. Then we know about 2 special packs. Now, special packs are kind of like box sets that contain, they contain different things, but generally speaking, they're going to contain 4 booster packs, and then 2 exclusive cards. In the first case, we're going to have Naruto and Sasuke. Now, the kicker about this is that you only get 1 copy of the Naruto and Sasuke, so if you want a play set, you're going to need to get 2 of these special packs, which is fine. It's MSRPing for 25 euro, which means you're going to need to spend 50 euro to get access to a full playset of these, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. You get a total of 8 booster packs from that as well, which isn't nothing. And then we also know about another pack, the Itachi and Kisame pack, which follows the same rules as what we just talked about, but the Itachi and Kisame pack, that's going to be coming later down the line. It sounds like that's coming around November. We can also get a collector's binder, which is only MSRPing for 9 euro or 10 euro. It's a 16 double-sided pocket sleeve for collecting and storing your cards. It holds up to 288 standard-sized cards. Good to know that the cards in the game are standard size. Honestly, I'm probably going to pick up all of this because this all sounds really awesome. I love the sneak preview of cards too. Interestingly, there's no color identity in this game, but you can see that cards very clearly have different colors. Red, blue, green. Wonder what that's about. Guess we'll learn more later. And the last thing I want to cover is the release dates. So none of this is officially announced by them. All they're saying is coming soon, but there's some product information related to distributors that make it sound like the Naruto and Sasuke bundle that we talked about earlier. I forget what they call those. Do they call them special pack? Yeah, the special pack for Naruto and Sasuke, along with the booster display for the main set Konoha Shido. These are supposed to be releasing on 10/10 next month, on the 10th, October 10th. And then Itachi and Kisame are supposedly releasing the following month. Anyway, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the Naruto card game right now. I keep you posted as we'll learn more about the game in the coming days. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it awesome, and I look forward to seeing you in the community server.